as a family and as a Michigan fan of Ohio. I had a lot of respect for Coach Hayes and loved Coach Hayes. But I was not a fan of that university in Ohio because my buddies were. So I had to be different. And I can tell you the one thing about it is I became a Michigan fan and fanatical about the University of Michigan. And so to be here today is something that, believe me, we hold close to our hearts, and the opportunity that we have as a family and as a
Michigan State. Michigan's lost to their main rivals, it seems, in the last few years. Could you talk a little bit about the rivalries and just what your thoughts are in the last couple years?
You want to win them, and you want to prepare to win them. And they've got to be front and center of what you want for your program. You know, and one thing in Michigan, see, we're fortunate. And I don't know if people realize that. We really have 3 guaranteed rivalries. When you play Notre Dame, I think that's a rivalry. And the guys in the back of the room who've worn that winged helmet, they can tell you that. When you play Michigan State, obviously your in-state rival, that's an important piece of what you want to be. Because the lifeblood of your recruiting has to be in the Midwest and has to be in the state of Michigan. And the other part of your lifeblood, and I don't need to say much about it, but, you know, that school in Ohio, and growing up in Ohio, I understand on both sides of it. And we take those very seriously.
I wonder how deep your passion for that rivalry runs, and how quickly do you think is fair for Michigan to be competitive with Ohio State again?
Well, you know, I think that rivalry is special. It's like none other in football. Being engaged in that battle for 8 years and growing up in the state. I mean, you knew, you know, Bo and Woody and great fights they had. And it is the most important game on that schedule. And not that the others aren't important, but it is the most important game on that schedule and how we play the game and how we prepare. So, Bob, it's very important to me and it's almost personal.
Brady, Doug Maurice with the Cleveland Plain Dealer. You mentioned that Ohio State-Michigan rivalry being personal for you. Is that because of your upbringing?
Sure.
And what really was it like being a Michigan fan when you were growing up in Ohio? Was it?
Well, fortunately, I didn't get beat up much, you know, and it's what it should be, in respect to both universities. And that's the one thing that's great. I have great respect for Ohio. I mean, there's no question about it. But I can tell you, you know, the last Thursday or the last Saturday in November, you know, at 12 o'clock, that ball being kicked off, there was nothing like it. And so, you know, when I say personal, I wouldn't take it like, you know, I don't know. Hey, take it how you want. I really don't care. But it is. I mean, it's if you're a Michigan and you play for Michigan, you wear that maize and blue, that's got to be personal.